the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Red Wolves will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter. And Jesse... They found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's 4th. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense has the ball for the first time. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, In the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a man. It's Traore. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the 1st down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Gets away, and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Traore. Pressure coming, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 30. On the run, it's Ford. Fights off a defender. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's 4th. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The screen, and watch out! And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw, and then...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a... A predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Traore. Got his man. Open space at the 25. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Spencer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterbacks abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll do it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Traore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Oh, they're after him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's 4. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 11 over New Mexico State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Traore. Caught over the middle, it's Harrell. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hatchett. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Traore. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
That's reeled in. It's Cotton. Continues to fight for yards. Speeding down the left side. Past the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Using his feet. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Running back searching for a hole. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the air, it's Traore. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply...
There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Running into the open space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet.
Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback extends the play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Traore. He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Red Wolves are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Behind the chains now on second and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Quarterback on the keeper. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over the Rebels. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
On third down, going up top. He'll take the deep shot. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ford. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's 4. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Slips a tackle. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.